Anya Taylor-Joy went off script in The Menu. The Menu, a new film by Mark Mylod, is about an exclusive, ultra-high-end restaurant that stands alone on a remote island. Rich patrons are boated in for a hefty sum, given a tour of the island's elaborate and nearly incomprehensible food preparation facilities, and then served an hours-long multi-course meal prepared by the stern and distant celebrity chef, Julian Slowik, played by Ralph Fiennes. Chef Julian's staff is devoted to him and his strange, conceptual meal-making ethos. It is said that Julian enjoys preparing meals that make his diners recognize the way lass and food are inextricably linked. Tyler, played by Nicholas Hoult, is a sniveling foodie fanboy who seems overly impressed by everything Chef Julian says and does. Tyler was supposed to bring a date on his trip to Chef Julian's island, but he had to scramble at the last minute to find a replacement when his original companion dropped out. His replacement was Anya Taylor-Joys Margot, a young woman who is unimpressed with Tyler's obsessions and with the world of upper class dining in general. The plot twist is that Chef Julian has gone so far down the rabbit hole of conceptual dining that he has created a meal and theater experience designed to kill everyone on the island, including himself. This menu will include confessional moments where his diners will be confronted with their sins and transgressions, as well as moments where they will be hunted for sport. In The Menu, there is no cannibalism, but several people will die for the sake of the culinary arts. Another twist is that Tyler appears to have known from the start that he was being invited to a bloodbath. Everyone would die according to his invitation to Chef Julian's island. Tyler, on the other hand, being such a pitiful character, insisted on bringing a date in order to show off his limited, fanboy knowledge of food to someone. He didn't bother to tell Margot what she was getting herself into. He was certain she was doomed. Chef Julian eventually revealed to Margot what Tyler has done after blood had been shed and the film's diners were eating in terror. Margot slaps Tyler across the face at that precise moment. It turns out that the slap was not scripted. According to a recent BBC One video interview, Margot was originally written to sit and weep silently upon learning of her fate. Taylor-Joy felt that was not a natural reaction and devised a different, more emotionally honest version of the scene that suited her and her co-stars much better. When interviewer Ali Plum asked Taylor-Joy and Hoult about the slap, Hoult immediately chimed in to praise his co-star's idea, as he believed his character deserved it. For Taylor-Joy, it went to a frustrating trend she saw too often in movies, saying, "I have a thing about feminine rage, which people think for some reason, and this is no disrespect to any writer. I get a lot of men doing really terrible things and women sitting silently while one tear slowly falls, and I'm like, oh no. We get mad and angry." Taylor-Joy is of course correct. Slapping Tyler would not only be emotionally true to her character, but would also be a more believable reaction from almost anyone. Tyler sentenced her to death by high-end meal without telling her, all for the sake of impressing a celebrity. Mylod and the actress worked together to refine her vision of the scene. She said, "And I remember pulling Mark aside and saying, I'm really sorry, but the only way to play this truthfully is for me to attack him. And he was like, oh, you mean like this? And I was like, no. And luckily everyone liked it and Nick was game." Hoult then expresses his dissatisfaction with the film. Whether or not his character deserved it, Hoult needed to be slapped across the face. He was, however, quite game, as Taylor-Joy stated. By the end of The Menu, Margot will have confronted Chef Julian's resolve and questioned his meal preparation philosophies. The film's actual ending will remain a surprise, but the slap scene in that single moment shows Margot truly transforming into the film's protagonist. Taylor-Joy had a good idea. Meanwhile, it has been recently revealed that Tyler, played by Nicholas Hoult, is a foodie who can't wait to try the food prepared by Ralph Fiennes' Chef Slowik. Margot, Taylor-Joy's character, is less impressed by the restaurant's fancy cuisine. As a result, while Hoult and the rest of the cast ate take after take, the actress rarely joined in on the on-camera feasting and had to leave her plate of food unfinished. She said, "I was hungry and waiting for lunch, and everybody else was eating constantly throughout the day." She then added, "I'm also somebody that gets anxious. I get very anxious when I'm hungry, so sometimes I'd have Nick's leftovers, if there were any." Despite this, the actress recalls fondly the film's production and cast. Taylor-Joy said, "We all got on so well." She then added, "Something I think is really beautiful is, usually, then the camera's not on you. People will retire to their trailers or go and rest because the days are long, and all of us just stayed on set pretty much the whole time." She then said, "Mark liked to do this thing where the camera was constantly moving around us, so we were constantly improvising, or it was a close-up on someone else. We just had front row seats to brilliant performances from wonderful people. So it was a very supportive environment. We would clap after takes, and the WhatsApp group is highly alive and well." That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.